Yo, 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 yo. So, what up, what up? I want to talk about two stocks that I did today. Um, Started my trading journey, man. So, I've been on this journey for about like 4.5 years now, study. I'll probably, every year, I'll probably roughly put about, somewhere between 2 or 3 grand in every year. You feel me? My goal is to be a top day trader, man. That's the goal. I finally got my shit situated. Last year, I thought I was ready. I put 4 grand in. Unfortunately, some court issues. Some court issues wound up cutting my journey short, man. You feel me? Long story short, I didn't know they could access my brokerage account and empty that thing. So one day turned on my brokerage account, man, and that thing was at a big goose egg. So you feel me? It is what it is, man. Life lesson. Learn the lesson. Um, Never expected that to happen. Anyway, so went back, read up another 4 grand. But now actually I came to it better. I think to me it was like a sign from God. I felt like I was prepared. I used to track my trades. I really used to just track wins and losses and what kind of pattern I was trading. I never really got too in depth in details. And then when they took that 4 grand, man, I thought, what's the next step? What could I do? Then I started getting more in depth in detail, started getting into data analytics, statistical analysis, started tracking it through spreadsheets with Google Sheets. I never done that before. I'd always just, write down the time, the day, ticker symbol, um, just the basics, man, just the basics. So I finally was able to, collect some real data, man. I collected about 150 examples of specific patterns that I wanted to trade, and then I broke them down, man. I broke them down into different areas from market cap, floats, you feel me, price, volatility, price action, man. I started going really deep into the data, and so that led me on my journey now. So I read up another 4 grand. The first time I put 4 grand in one account. So as you guys know, under the PDT rule, that leaves me with 3 day trades a week. Um, I didn't really like that because I always had this problem where I'd have a thesis on a stock and I would be right, but when it hit my stop loss point, I'm exiting, and then I watch the thing rip without me. So I was like, man, come on, man. And then I'm out of day trades. There's nothing I could do about it. So this time with the 4 grand, I approached it with 3 brokerage accounts. So now that gives me 9 trades. You feel me? 9 trades per week, which is awesome. So I just started today. Today is August 12th, 2020, the start of my new trading journey. So this is just me journaling it. The first one I jumped into, I wish I could show you guys my screen. I haven't got that far into doing that thing yet. You feel me? I'm more focused on trading than actually putting out content. But this is more so for myself to track my own journey. So the first one I was on, the first one was IGC, market cap 25 million, float 33 million. I noticed a spike pre-market, and then it held. It held beautifully. It held near the highs. It held near the highs over $1, and it just stayed over $1. It went from 63 cents to I believe like $1.30. And then it just held over $1. So once I noticed seeing a spike to 124, and when it spiked to 124, it pulled back down to 98, roughly around 98 cents, dipped below a little bit below $1. Then I started slowly seeing the climb back, and that's one of the patterns I like to see. And when I seen it climb back, it set a bounce, and so I wanted to buy it breaking that bounce. That bounce was at 103. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to catch that bounce at 103. Anticipating it back to hit. It had 2 resistance points in the 115 area, somewhere around there, with a high of the 124 to 133 area. So I got in at 106. Now, mind you, I was pre-market. This was pretty early. This was about 4:30 in the morning, West Coast time. and it just I mean I caught the little bounce, and then it just faded back, man. And then when I noticed the trend turn on the chart, man, I was like, okay, this definitely ain't in play for me no more. Um, and with my system, I play a -6 to a +13 system based off my specific trades. Um, and I just so happened to be right, man. So I cut my losses at 4%. It wound up dipping 15%. So I mean that was beautiful for me. I called that on the money. It's not about the wins and losses. It's about the process of the long term, right? It's the process of the macro, and you got to break it down to the micro. So I could take a loss or a win on any given day. It really doesn't matter. I just know in the long term, with my thesis in the long term, it's all going to play out for me as long as I'm able to capture the movements when they're available, which is why I now went to 3 brokerage accounts instead of just one, because I actually used 3 trades today in the single day. Started with so I started with ICG, and since it was so early, I just decided, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna call it quits on this one. Once I seen it dip below the support line of $1, it dipped down to 90 cents. It was holding above 98 cents, and when it dipped down to 90, that trend just completely went away. Mind you, this is pre-market, so you feel me? It's like 4:30 in the morning. So after that, I kind of just said, you know what, I want to take it smooth. So I think I'm gonna go catch me some Z's, and I just left it as is. I probably watched pre-market up to about 6 o'clock. Nothing really after that met my criteria. Nothing was really looking good. So I just decided, to get away from the screen, maybe go take a nap for a minute. Then when I came back, man, I came back a little too late. I think, I a little overslept a little bit, just to be honest. I came back to the market about 8 o'clock, roughly in between 8 o'clock to 8:30 a.m. And ICG, the market opened and it ripped to 205, which was, pretty much a 100% move. And it beautifully, it was a straight squeeze. There was no red, no pullback, just a straight squeeze to 205. And I mean, that's what I was looking for when I anticipated. I was anticipating it at least getting back to the 120, 130 area, which would have been a nice 20% profit, which is beautiful. That's my target mark, roughly in that area. But to see how it ran, I could have easily captured 30, 40%, even me just hitting the button, you know what I mean? So completely missed out on that, and it pulled back. So mind you, in my mind, I mean, I've seen these enough where, it spiked, held, broke down a little bit, and then the market opens and it rips, and then it just came straight down. And the way the market has been looking lately, I was just anticipating it to go to crap. So I just kind of was like, damn it, I missed the move. Moved on to the next one, Boxl, another low floater. Really more one that I would like to trade. Market cap 66 million. Float was a little over 12 million. And this was beautiful. This one was a beautiful morning spike reversal, just how I like to see them. Had a nice spike. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, man, had a nice spike, a morning spike reversal, just how I like to see them. I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful pattern. The chart pattern was beautiful. I think I just, I don't know, it just didn't work. It had great news. They had some kind of agreement with Samsung, which is a huge company. I was trying to buy the bounce at the breakout level of 254. My entry was 255. The next resistance level was 288. But just with the news alone, even if it reached 288, that would have still been a nice, 30 cent profit. So it would have still roughly been around a 12 to 14% gain, somewhere right in there, which is roughly about where I wanted to capture. And it was trading, man. I mean, it was trading. The float rotation was 4 times at the breakout. It was trading 56 million shares at the time of the breakout. But same thing as I seen in ICG. Once it kind of just broke trend where it looked like it's like it was running out of momentum. It had a nice spike in volume right at that break. So I was thinking, oh, great. It had heavy volume in the morning, volume faded. And then when it slowly started creeping back, you see that volume coming back in. And that one just wanted to be in a fake out breakout. Again, my max loss could have been somewhere around 6%. I cut my loss at 4%, which is beautiful. I mean, yeah, it really, I mean, the most I could have made was about 3% on it. But it is still holding. It just held over about the 250 area all day, even until the close. So, I mean, realistically, even if I'd have held to the close, I'd have been down maybe 2% right now. But, I mean, again, I mean, it was a beautiful trend, a low floater, you know, small market cap, you know, small cap stock. And that one just failed on me, man. So it was a lot more beautiful pattern than the first one, than ICG. But ICG was the runner today, completely missed it. And then when I noticed that ICG after the spike it started reversing, I was already in BOXL for the second time. So the first time it happened, when I noticed the trend turning, I had got in and I cut my loss. And I cut it basically break even. I was like 1% loss because it just, I could tell it was already reversing, and I was absolutely right, because at that point it dropped 6%, which would have been my exit point. And then when I noticed it started coming back, it started pulling back again, and then it broke the 254 again. I hopped back in expecting it to run to the 280s, 290s, potentially 3. And then it just, I noticed straight to just the volume started fading out. It was slowly just consolidating, no volume coming in. And then I started noticing it started going to break trend again, trying to break the low. And when I noticed it, once it actually broke the low, I said, okay, I'm exiting for 3%. So ultimately, I winded up losing about 4% total on that trade. And then I happened to be right, man, because it closed still down roughly 2%. So very happy with BOXL. My thought process on BOXL. ICG, I think I just came into it too early. Like I said earlier, the market lately has been shitty this last couple weeks. I've noticed that everything's running pre-market, and then as soon as the market opens, everything just starts going to crap and tanking. I mean, that's how it's been like the last couple weeks after this huge run in June and July. I mean, June and July was beautiful, met all my criteria of what I like to trade. Unfortunately, I wasn't trading at that time. I was just collecting data. And now I get both. I get to collect the data and I get to trade. Very happy with both these. Like I said, man, I have a system. My system is -6 plus 13. So as long as I stay within that -6 range and my wins are plus 13 plus, then I'm on my way, man. Stick to the plan. Respect my risk, man. Everybody got to have a plan. Maximum trades I could take are 3 a day. That's what I tell myself, because that's what I have in one account, and then save the rest for the next day. And ultimately that works out, because, you know, if I use these and then let's say tomorrow, you know, in my other account I have 3 trades to go. Well, let's say tomorrow I only use 1 or only use 2. Then that means, you know, then Friday, you know, I could still use that account without dipping into my next one, and then roll that over. You know, and then so now my next one I'm opening up Monday, then I can use that next one Monday, Tuesday, and then boom, my first account is back where I have all 3 of my day trades. So it's a beautiful thing. I believe I came up with the right system. I truly believe that, you know, all this hard work, 4.5 years put into this, studying nonstop every single fucking day, working a 10-hour day job, coming at this bitch like a savage, you feel me? Because I know what I want, man. It's all mindset, bro. I mean, look at me, man. My journey, I'm probably, to be honest, man, I probably invested somewhere between 10 to 15,000 over these last 4.5 years of my own money. And you feel me? And so far, I'm in the red. But again, I've never actually blown up account. It's always been outside things that, you know, where, you know, I might start with a $3,000 account and I'm down to 1,800, so I take a break. You know, I lost roughly half my account, take a break, but then, you know, outside things might happen. You know, I'm a single dad, something with my daughter, I might have to pay rent, some bills came up, and so, you know, I would take money out my brokerage account because it's all I had left, because I'm literally the type of guy who takes everything I have and go all in. You know what I mean? So I go all in, man. Like right now, man, it's $4,000 I got, man. I saved up this $4,000 specifically for this. And then now I probably have like, I don't know, bro, but minus these, you feel me? I probably got like, you know, $60 right now, you feel me? And waiting for my next payday, and I don't get paid for another, 10 days. You know what I mean? And then when I get paid, you know what I mean? I'm not, I'm a blue collar, 9 to 5. My education levels, bro. I mean, I graduated high school, but I was homeschooled because I failed 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade. You know what I mean? All F's and D's. You feel me? So it goes to show anybody could do this as long as you stay dedicated. It's all a mindset. I never gave up on myself. Every time I ran into a hurdle, I just decided, hey, man, I got to figure this shit out. And it's what I did, man. So you feel me? Day trading, I love this thing, bro. Bro, you have no clue how much I love this. You know what I mean? Like, I truly love what I do. I truly love the process of this. I mean, I kept going for years. I'd wake up, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, even when I didn't have no money to trade with, just so I could watch the markets, just so I could see what's popping. And now it's like, dude, I finally found my strengths, eliminated all my weaknesses, understood where I was losing money, cut those strategies out. Overnight plays, I was horrible. Penny stocks under $1, I was horrible. Trying to swing trade, I was horrible, man. That's where the bulk of my losses came from. And then just tracking my actual trades between 2017 and 2019, I realized that me buying breakouts, even though it was a scatter of breakouts from multi-day breakouts, intraday breakouts, whatever the fuck kind of breakout it was, I was still profitable. At the end of the day, I was up after all those years. I realized, like, man, I was still plus $200 trading that specific strategy. Or sticking to just breakouts only, intraday breakouts or multi-day breakouts, but it was just a day trade, not an overnight trade, not a swing trade. It was an intraday trade, a day trade. And you feel me? When I realized them strengths, I started focusing on that, and then it was just a matter of adjusting my wins and losses. So my losses were just right there with my wins. Back then, I didn't really track percentages. And I was all over the place, man. I might trade this stock with $3,000. I might trade this stock with $2,000. I might trade this stock with 1,000, and just go for dollar amounts. You know what I mean? Like, out of all those, I might try to go for $200 each. Well, understand the percentages is different for each one of those 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. The percentage. So I mean, if I make $200 on $1,000, that's 20%. And if I make $200 on 2,000, you feel me? That's 10%. And if I make $200 on 3,000, you feel me? That's like 8%, 5%, some shit like that. You know what I mean? So once I realized that, man, I'm just sticking to a process, man. I use the same dollar amount per trade until I scale it, man. So the way my process works, man, I built a system where I could scale. So I keep the same dollar amount. Learned that from Tim Gertani. Shout out, boy. You feel me? Learned a lot from Tim Sykes too. So game from all the free content on YouTube, man. You don't even have to buy services, bro. Like, if you really want to fucking learn this shit, there's so much free fucking content on YouTube. You feel me? Aaron Fifield, Chat with Traders. Fucking watch that shit. I watched probably every fucking episode of that multiple times. All Tim Sykes' shit he puts up there. I've watched all his videos multiple fucking times. All the interviews. Stephen Duggs, Tim Gertani, you feel me? Roland Wolf, Huddy, man. I've watched Michael Good, man. His whole fucking team, dude. I watched them all. Even Warrior Trading, bro. Ross Cameron. I like his style. After I started learning, I started catering towards his shit because it catered towards my strengths of momentum. And then just picking apart his brain and all his free content. You feel me? That he posts. It's all mindset, bro. It's all mindset. You pick apart these nugs. You pick apart these little things from all these traders. You feel me? Investors Underground. Shout out to Nate. Man, come on, boy. You feel me? Hey, man, you were like one of the first DVDs I got other than Tim Sykes' How to Make Millions. I got Tandem Trader. Bro, Investors Underground. You feel me? I sold game from them too. You want to understand the concepts from everybody. You feel me? Everybody, dude. I dip into the random people who don't even have, they might have a subscription service or somebody to buy their product, but if it just pops up on my fucking, you feel me, through my algorithm on my YouTube, brother, I'm watching it. If it's day trading related, if it's psychology related, you feel me? Like, I'll watch all of it, bro. I don't care if you're a Forex trader, options trader, you feel me, whatever. Commodities trader, whatever kind of trader you are, bro. Trading is a mentality. So I would soak psychology from all of them and understand that, man, there's a lot of similarities, and then you break down those similarities, and then you break down the differences, and then you cater the differences towards where you're at. Like me, day trading stocks. So then I started focusing, okay, I got the wide, you feel me, the macro, understood all that, and now I'm breaking it down into the micro. and I'm well on my journey. So I want to document my journey for everybody, document it for myself, and let y'all know I'm well on my way to success. I truly believe that deep in my soul. You feel me? So yeah, man. So I just wanted to go over, like I said again, it's August 12th, 2020. I just placed my first two trades, even though I use 3-day trades. It's 2 trades: ICG, Boxl. Took a 4% loss on both of them, which is beautiful. It's all part of the process. Focus on your losses. I get that now, like 100%. Man, as long as I focus on, as long as I don't go over -6%, man, I'm well on my way, man. I could take another 2 losses in a row at the rate I'm going, and then have 1 win, and I'm profitable. You feel me? So it's all a process, man, and I understand this. The micro doesn't matter as much as the macro. So you feel me? Taking these losses, I'm very happy with. I'm down 8% on not even my account, just on my position size. So you feel me? My position sizes are 1,000 right now, $1,000. I'm down 8%. So y'all do the math. You feel me? Beautiful for me to execute 3-day trades, and I'm down only 8%. That is beautiful to me. Completely missed ICG. Now that I'm noticing that the market's starting to heat back up intraday, I'm not gonna be focused on I started focusing on pre-market specifically because I noticed that things were taking off pre-market and then just fading when the market opened. Today showed that, man, there was a lot of strength during the market, not pre-market. So tomorrow morning, man, I'm gonna probably get up roughly probably about 6 o'clock tomorrow, maybe 5:30, and focus, get back to focusing on what I know best, man. So you feel me? Started my journey, 2020, baby. Let's see where I wind up. You know what I mean?